Hello, everyone, and good night. Welcome to our Sister Keeper Candid Conversations. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. It seems like I was just speaking to you, like Wednesday came around really quickly, but I'm excited to host a show again tonight with you all. We are talking to phenomenal women who have nonprofit organizations. So tonight we're focusing on nonprofits. We have four amazing ladies that is going to tell you about their nonprofits and what they're doing within the community. And I can't wait to get connected to them and talk to them. But as always, before we begin, we would like, of course, to start off with a prayer just to for everyone to enjoy the show. Today, I have a phenomenal lady, Stacy, who is going to be joining us in prayer just to lead off the show. She's also one of our nonprofit owners. So I want to welcome Stacy to the show. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Nadia. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate you this afternoon. And if you can just, of course, lead us off in prayers before we start the show.
Most definitely. It's an honor. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here today, dear God. Thank you, Father God, for Nadia providing this opportunity for us to come and share about our different organizations, dear God. And even through this time that our country is facing, dear God, I just ask for your protection over each and every one of us, our families, and over the country and over the world, dear God, that you can intervene and protect us and continue to guide us and watch over us, dear Lord. Father God, I thank you for this opportunity for us to share today what we are doing in the community and how we're helping others, dear God. Speak through each of us that we say the right things and we can educate our listeners. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Stacy. I will speak to you soon, okay?
Okay.
We want to thank Stacy, of course, for leading us off in prayer. I want to introduce us to our first speaker, Miss Ashley Nicole. Ashley Nicole has a phenomenal organization out in Dallas, Texas. So please help me welcome her to the show. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, good
How
evening.
are you?
I am blessed. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can you tell us the name of your organization?
Yes, so it is different kind of purposeful potential. In short, we just call it DKLP, INC LLC.
Oh, absolutely. Can you tell us what is your mission and vision for your nonprofit organization?
Yes, ma'am. So our core effort is to provide prevention and empowerment to young girls and young women ages 5 to 19. We strive daily to give them targets of confidence, self-love, leadership, just overall awareness as an individual, key results on leadership skills, public relations, and overall just being in personal development.
Oh, that is amazing, amazing. What made you decide to start a nonprofit organization and why did you choose that area of focus?
So growing up, I always had, aunt figures, godmothers, um, didn't necessarily have a mentor per se, but I looked at them as such. And just
Mhm.
seeing that our young women today, our young girls even, just lack certain skills, whether it be etiquette, whether it be, dressing professional for an interview, and just overall being an accountability partner. So many of our young girls are suffering with anxiety, depression. They do not know who to talk to, how to talk to them. So I say, you know what, let me step in and be the intercessor between whether it be them and their parents, them and their teachers, or even a close friend that they don't feel that comfortable with expressing themselves with, and incorporate, the things that I grew up doing, um, vision boards, group activities, building a rapport with them at school, So I definitely wanted to be hands-on with them, and that's what made me take this approach towards that genre of young women.
Oh, that is amazing. Can you tell our viewers of an event or a program that your organization has hosted within the community and how successful was that?
Yes, ma'am. So I started off last year with an annual sign-up social. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it this year due to COVID-19. However, God is
Right.
still working. But it was overall just an introduction to the nonprofit, just letting everyone in the community know who we are, what we're about, what we stand for, and what we strive to do in the future. I always like to say, when you plan an event, it's not about the number of guests that you have, but it's about the ones that are sent to be there for a divine purpose. So I had about 5 or 6 young women there, some who had already been a part of DKLP and those who were interested. But my goal is never to stop just there. It's always to keep pushing. So I proceed with doing campaigns monthly. Prior to COVID-19, I was actually planning a Comfort of Token campaign
Yeah.
where we would donate teddy bears. And of course, you know about this. We would donate teddy bears to a senior living facility in Cedar Hill, Texas, which we will continue to do that after this passes.
Absolutely, absolutely. What made you think of that project? That was so amazing to come up with.
Yes. So, seeing as though my son's great grandmother was a resident there in 2018, fortunately, she has gone to glory.
Oh,
But just seeing that, not a lot of residents get those visitations. A lot of them are just sitting in these homes, no visits, no family.
yeah.
And you walk into your residence room and you're giving them so much love. And it's just like, what about the next person? So
Oh,
I wanted to bring my girls in that setting and let them know that giving back is good. Giving back is necessary. And overall, it just looks good. Just being a pillar of the community.
oh, that is so, so amazing. I was going to ask you, Noah, what impact do you think your organization is having within the community, and who is your most targeted audience?
So again, my most targeted audience is young girls and women ages 5 to 19. Of course, as time progresses, I do intend to broaden that as far as the age group goes. But the impact that I really want to set is just, being able to live in your truth, being transparent within that, and bring others along the way. A lot of times we hide behind these masks, we hide behind social media, and we don't let people into our everyday lives, and we don't let them into the things that we go through. So letting a young woman know that, hey, don't be afraid of who you are. Do not be afraid to speak out. Hence my name on Facebook, Speak Volumes Nicole. Never be afraid. Just be who you are. Live it out to the fullest, and you never know who's watching. My dad would always tell me that you never know who's watching. Always keep a smile on your face, but don't mask who you are.
Oh, that is words of wisdom to follow. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I want to first of all, thank you so much for joining the show. And can you tell our listeners and our audience members how best can we assist you in your organization right now? I know in the situation that we're in, I know we cannot have an event or anything, but in particular, what can we do right now to assist your organization?
Right now, I still want to continue collecting the donations, whether it not be in person. But if you have any teddy bears, whether they're new or fairly used, we do want to keep the health precautions up. Just keep them, bag them up. If you have any cards that are of sympathy, comfort, please keep them. And when this passes, I'll be more than willing, if you are in the DFW area, to pick them up. I will also provide a mailing address that they can be sent to as well. And not only that, just have your friends and family follow my nonprofit page. It's going to be Poise Concept DKLP Inc. LLC here on Facebook. And then we also have an Instagram that's DKLP Inc. _. And my website you all can follow as well is DKOP wixsite.com, and that'll be / DKOPINC LLC.
Perfect. Well, hopefully, I know you have another event that you have to go to. I'm not sure if you'll be able to join us at the end of the show, but I will definitely put up all of your information. Before you go, please make sure and put that information, all of your contact information, Facebook, Instagram, website, anything that we can do to help your organization. Please put in our comment section on the live that you're going to find on the My Sister's Keeper page, because we would love to definitely support you in any way that we can.
Thank you. I definitely will. And be blessed, all the other ladies that are here joining.
Thank you so much. You have a great evening.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So we heard from Ashley of DKNOP, and she is doing some phenomenal things with the young ladies within the community. We know that we need to rein our ladies in and teach them how to be young ladies and how to give back into the community as well. So she is doing a phenomenal job in Dallas, Texas. So I do ask you all to check the comment section to listen out and know how to reach her and contact her organization to help. I appreciate you, Ashley, so much for joining us this evening. Next on our list, we have opening prayer person, Miss Stacy. She has a nonprofit organization for domestic violence ladies. So I definitely want to talk to her and see what her organization is doing within the community for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Stacy Shaw of Destined to Be Free. Hi, Stacy.
Oh,
Welcome to the show.
thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Nadia.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, can you tell us the mission and the vision of your nonprofit organization and tell us how did you get started?
Most definitely. Okay, so Destined to Be Free is a domestic violence awareness organization. And the mission and vision really is to bring awareness to the cause,
Mm,
um, and also to be able to provide and assist in terms of implementing laws that can protect survivors or protect victims from both from national and state level, also from city, and also from a county level as well. And also to provide support, resources, and education to assist survivors in getting back on their feet and reclaiming their lives. That is basically our mission.
Oh, reclaiming your life
Yeah.
after domestic violence. I love that message. Absolutely. What made you decide to start a nonprofit organization and choose this area of focus?
Well, actually, Nadia, I am actually a survivor myself.
Hmm.
So, so one of the things that I speak about is that domestic violence wears many hats,
Mm.
and unfortunately, or fortunately, I'll say, I went through around four of them. So, having been a survivor, and I realized that there are so many women that go through abuse, and not just women, but men do go through abuse as well, and children go through abuse. And when I realized that, I prayed about it. It took me a while to actually accept that this was something that I needed to do.
Mm.
And that is what led me to be able to start the organization, because I realized that there were just so many people that experience it. And actually, a lot of people are experiencing it, living it, and don't realize that they're actually in an abusive situation. So that was the reason why I started the organization.
Oh, amazing. I know a lot of people would think, domestic violence is always physical.
Yes.
And I mean, I that's what I thought in the beginning prior to meeting you and you teaching me that there's more levels
Yes.
to domestic violence that we can that we all know about. So I like the fact that you teach on the different levels of domestic violence and
Yes.
knowing when you are in a domestic violent relationship and the signs,
Correct.
understanding the signs.
Correct.
Can you tell our viewers any programs that you have? I know you started some chats on your page.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that, please?
Sure, most definitely. Well, the organization is fairly new. So one of the things that we're starting to do is to bring awareness using the online platform. So we started open discussions where we are just having just like this. It's just having a conversation, but
Mhm.
sharing our stories, sharing statistics, sharing the signs, as you said, just to bring awareness and to have people listen in and just get some of the information. So
Mhm.
that was one of the things that we started, and we will actually be starting like a 5 minute Facebook Live with Stacy, where I'll be doing. Yes, it will be on Mondays and Thursdays. I haven't posted it as yet, but this will be where I just sharing quick tips, quick information on different aspects of domestic violence.
Mm, that is going to be helpful. I know I appreciated joining your group um, and learning more about being in a domestic violence relationship. I am fortunate enough not to have had, be in a domestic violence relationship, but sometimes because you teach us the different levels,
Yes,
you start to evaluate every relationship that you in. It doesn't have to be
that's
with
true.
a partner. It could be
That's
with a friend. It
that's true.
with some people could mentally drain you. Come to you with all of their issues and their problems, and sometimes they are you feel that strain or that drain, and that can be considered being in a domestic in a relationship that's
Abusive,
abusive,
really.
toxic.
Yes,
So any relationship can be toxic. And I love that that is the message that you teach through your organization.
yes.
Not just the physical part, all the levels to it. So
Yes.
that is
And
what
also to one of them that a lot of people don't realize that can be abusive is a work environment.
mm,
Yes.
didn't
So
even think of that.
yes, your boss can be an abusive person. So that's
Mhm.
another level to abuse.
Wow. That is food for thought. Sometimes you would have the boss that is, I guess, micromanaging.
Yes.
Then it can be an obsessive micromanaging to a
Correct.
certain extent. So I know those are probably the type of tips that you are going to be teaching us on a
Yes.
and a Thursday to look
Yes.
for.
Yes. Most
Oh,
definitely.
perfect. Can you tell our viewers how can we support your organization right now? What is it that you need at this point in time for your organization?
Okay, well, right now you can support us by actually, one of the things that I was hoping to do, but I wasn't able to do, is to actually do a drive. I've partnered with an organization in the Washington, D.C. area that is called House of Ruth. And one of them, it's a shelter for domestic violence. And one of the things that they really need, it's surprisingly, it's not clothes, it's actually laundry soap. So
Wow.
I was actually planning on actually doing a drive to collect laundry soap so that I could actually present it to House of Ruth. So that is one of the things that once we have opened back the doors and we can get back out, that I'm hoping to be able to do. And if anybody is interested in just any size of laundry soap, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will definitely find a way to collect them as so that we can deliver them as well.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Now I know it may be easier to like do a donation. Do you take donations on your website? Can we do that?
Well, not right now, but most definitely we are in the process. So by the end of this month, we'll be able to do that. But if you want to reach out to me, they can always reach out through our website, the Destined to Be Free website.
Okay, perfect. Do us a favor because I know these 10 minutes go by very
Yes.
and you have some great information to share. So can you please put your information in the comments section on our live feed that's going on, and also check the comments. I know some ladies are, or some of our guests have some nonprofit questions. So
Okay.
I definitely want to make sure that they're being answered. So please put your contact, all of your contact information on there, and I will definitely be sure to share as well through my Sister's Keeper.
Thank you so much. I most definitely will.
All right, perfect. Please stick around so we can definitely thank you for joining the show later on, okay?
All right. Thanks, Nadia. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. So thank you all so much for listening to Stacy with Destined to Be Free. When I tell you her group to join on Facebook, Destined to Be Free, teaches us so much about the different levels of domestic violence and abuse. It is absolutely eye opening. Like she just taught me about abuse at work. So we want to definitely make sure that we are not in any type of abusive relationship, whether it is personal, whether it is at work or friendship. Just make sure you're evaluating the people that are in your lives and making sure that you are in healthy relationships with each and every one of them. So we talked to Stacy with Destined to Be Free and Ashley with DKNOP. We are now going to talk to a good friend of mine. Her name is Christine Soley Thompson. She is the CEO and founder of Chrissy T Foundation. I'm going to get her on the line with us so she can tell us a little bit more about her organization and what she is doing within our community. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Nadia.
I
How
am
are
good. Thank you
you?
so much for joining.
Thank you for having
Absolutely,
me.
absolutely. Can you tell us the name of your organization and your mission and vision for your organization?
Well, the name of my organization is called the Chrissy T Foundation. I founded it, it's been over a little bit over a year now. And the mission actually of my foundation is basically to make sure that children, have the benefits that they need in their family, like food, clothing, school supplies, care packages, any resources or assistance, within the community. I want to make sure that if I'm able to help in any kind of way.
Mhm.
So that's my mission for my nonprofit.
Okay, perfect. Definitely getting the kids. I know we're not in school right now, but getting them back out to school with all of the necessary school supplies is something that parents appreciate. I know that for sure. Can you tell me what made you decide to start a nonprofit organization and why did you choose this genre?
Wow. Well, let's see. Oh, when I was once a single parent, raising four boys, it was a struggle at times, having to find food and then having to use resources and when it was time for back to school. So I know what it was like being a single parent and being a single mom and having to provide for your children. So basically, children has always been my passion, and each one teach one. So if I can help families, whether a single parent or not, in any type of way, definitely, whatever it takes, that's definitely what my mission and vision of my organization is for.
Oh, perfect. So I know you've done a lot of things within the community as like back to school drives. I know we actually partnered up and did a blankets
Yes.
for the Boys and Girls Club. So putting the kids first is definitely part of your mission. Can you tell us about an event or program that gave you that aha moment like, oh wow, I'm really making an impact within the community? What event made you feel that way?
Oh, wow. I could say, okay, so the first event, of course, I had the opportunity to partner with you, Nadia, Step Towards Awareness, which was phenomenon, by adopting, not really adopting, but kind of like kind of like adopting, where we have the elementary school in Silver Spring, Maryland, that, most of those families were low income, under minorities, children. And we had donors or partners who were able to donate book backpacks for us, and by doing that, we were able to raise enough funds to fill each and every one of those backpacks. And oh my God, it melted my heart just to see the look on these babies' faces when they're getting the backpacks full with book supplies, and they're like, oh my God, they were like, is this for free? And we are like, yeah. But just to see the smile on their faces, it just melts my heart. And then the second event we did was for the Germantown Boys and Girls Club, which was even more phenomenal. Again, for Christmas, we did the Christmas drive, where we were able to provide Christmas gifts for over 60 children, and the entire staff for the Germantown Boys and Girls Club. They were in awe. But just to see that again, the look on their faces, being able to feed them, and had the parents being involved, it was an honor. So it kind of like just melts my heart. And of course, kids always gonna melt my
That's the
heart.
heart, right? Absolutely. I do agree with you for the events that we did partner up to do with each other. Just seeing the smiles on the kids' faces when they picked up the backpacks and had the school supplies, or the kids that were so excited to get their Christmas blanket. It was a rewarding feeling because a lot of them were like, so we're not going to pay for this?
Right?
No, we're not gonna. You're not gonna get charged. It's all yours. You don't give it back because they thought they had to like give it back at some point.
Hmm.
I appreciate every moment and every event that we have done together. I know the experience of what it's like to work with you, and your drive and your mission for the kids is absolutely phenomenal. And I appreciate you, and I'm sure our audience members appreciate you for everything that you are doing for the kids in the community. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And I appreciate you as well.
Absolutely. Can you tell us how can our viewers support your organization right now? I know we don't have the kids going back out to school, but are you connected in any way with another organization or need help with anything that we can help you with?
Absolutely. For nonprofits, we always need help because we look for donors and people who have that same vision and that same drive to partner with us, and why not help someone else and be a blessing to someone else. So right now, basically, I have a woman shelter in Rockville, Maryland, that reached out to my nonprofit. And because we're in such uncertainty times, and then with the COVID-19 virus going around, so basically, they're in need of food, canned goods, they're in need of paper goods, they're in need of cleaning supplies. They also looking for like, paper towels, tissue paper, um, toilet paper. They're looking for personal hygiene stuff as well. They're also looking for newborn baby clothing for a girl. One of the women that's in the shelter, she's actually getting ready to have a newborn, and she would love for some new baby clothes as well.
Mhm.
Another thing they're also looking for is donation. And one way any individual can help is just by going out to, the Chrissy T Foundation.org, and they can actually make it. make a small donation that way.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And donating is definitely going to help you be able to purchase the necessary items that these ladies need so desperately. It sounds like right now that they need help. So we want to definitely support you the best way that we can. Can you do us a favor? Once you are finished with our interview, if you can go to our comment section. Um, on our live stream, and please put your nonprofit information on there, the website, as well as any social media pages that you have, so that we can start getting donations to the website. I do want to let everyone know, of course, making a donation is tax exempt for next year's taxes. So the more you donate, the more you can get back in taxes. Think of it that way. And each organization that we spoke to tonight are nonprofit organizations, and they will be able to provide you with a receipt for tax purposes. So, Christine, I definitely want you to stick around, but I want to thank you so much for everything.
Thank you as well. It's great to work with such phenomenal women, including yourself, Nadia, and just some of the great things that you're doing even motivate me as a nonprofit organization. So definitely look forward and also working with you on this next event.
Okay,
God bless.
perfect. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a moment, okay?
Thank you.
So we have heard from Chrissy T Foundation with Christine Soley, and I have had the privilege to work with Christine again on some amazing kids projects that we did for Christmas and for back to school. And again, looking at these kids and their faces, and they were just, I mean, so amazing. Really melts your heart. This just goes to show the importance of a nonprofit organization, and I know we all want to support small business owners. We want to support large businesses as well, but we also want to give back to the nonprofit organizations. A lot of people don't realize that to get started with a nonprofit organization, you're really reaching into your own pocket personally, and you have to have that drive and that determination to keep going. And we never want to see a nonprofit organization fail because of funding. So we want to make sure that we're always supporting our nonprofit organizations. I would love for you guys to connect with the ladies that we have had on this afternoon to talk about, helping and how best you can help an organization, and reach out to them and find out there's volunteer opportunities. There is opportunities, yes, you can donate. There's opportunities where you can say, hey, anytime you have something going on, call me, I'm there to help. Because sometimes we go to these events and we try to have events and we have to do it all alone, or we have very small groups of folks that want to help. So people don't understand the vast majority of work that goes into running a nonprofit organization, and the funding comes from our pockets, the personal pockets of each one of them. So if you know, it doesn't have to be a woman in business, it could be men in business as well. Anyone that has a nonprofit organization, reach out to them and say, hi, how can I help you? Those are the words that ring so loudly in our ears when you call and ask, how can I help you? Because we're always needing, and it does not have to be monetary, it can be voluntarily. How can you help a nonprofit organization is the best thing that you can do, and it's so rewarding and fulfilling at the end of the day, to really reach out and touch lives, and you can impact each one of them so phenomenally. So I did have another nonprofit organization BOI, who was supposed to be joining us. I think she's having a little bit of technical difficulties in getting in. So I want to talk about that organization as well, just so that I can feature her. Um, BOI Inc. is a nonprofit organization as well, who provides programs for the community for people to get back to work, people who are coming out of, I believe, incarceration or imprisonment, and they're finding it very hard to get back into uh, life in itself. So they have a lot of programs that help us, that help the community um, get, well, not help the community, but help people get back to work. So in the comment section later on tonight, I will put their contact information. Check out their website. Right now, um, I know they have a fundraiser that's going on that needs, they need funding to fund most of the programs that they have. Again, they're reaching into their own pockets to start these programs. They have teachers who are going to be registered with them. They have counselors. They have everything that someone will need in order to get back into a life, you know. Yes, they may have, you know, I just got a bing that Claudia may have been able to get back in. So I'm going to give her a minute to see if she can get situated, just so that she could talk a little bit more about the organization. I know I'm trying to do it as best justice, but hearing from the CEO themselves is the best. In the meantime, I want you all to, reach out to all of these organizations that we had on, as well as organizations that you know of that are doing a great job within the community, and get in and support them, and definitely help them in the best way that you can. And I promise to leave all of the ladies' information. What I can tell you is, surprise, surprise, each one of these ladies on tonight is part of My Sister's Keeper, and they're on the My Sister's Keeper website. They're part of my directory. I do provide branding and marketing for them, so you all should see that. Most of the time, I'm sending out information about their organization. But if you want to connect with them and you missed any part of the show and you're not able to see in the comment section, you can go to my website, www.mysisterkeeper.biz, and you will find these phenomenal ladies in the directory. And if you click on contact me, it will take you directly to either their social media page or to their website. And you can feel free to send them a message and tell them Nadia sent you and she said for me to ask, how can I help you? And they, of course, will tell you exactly what they need again from this show. Okay, so unfortunately, Claudia is still having a little bit of issues in getting on, but her organization as well is on the My Sister's Keeper directory. They're called BOI Inc. I will definitely feature them again at another time so that she can tell you more about their organization. But you could read on their website everything, all the programs that they have, and all the help that they need as well. So I hope you all are enjoying the show, talking about nonprofit organizations. I want to just bring back on the ladies as well, just to share a closing message with you all and their experience on joining the My Sister's Keeper show, and then we're going to end. Okay, so first I'm going to bring back on Christine, so she can just share her closing remarks with us. And we definitely want to thank her for joining. Hi, Christine.
Hi. So closing remarks is whatever you have to donate. please visit my website at www.chrissytfoundation.org. You can make a small donation there, or you can send me an email at Chrissy T Chrissy T Foundation at gmail.org if you would like to, make a donation. If you have food items or clothing, and I can see if I can arrange for any pickup. But it's been a blessing just to have my own nonprofit and just to being able to reach out and help in my community. So it's been a blessing. So I just want to thank all the ladies that's on coming on tonight, and thank you, Nadia, for being a blessing. Continue to keep up my sister's keeper. I think as woman, phenomenal woman, I think it's so important to support one another and to empower each other. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and you have a blessed evening.
Thank you as well.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.
And next, I'm going to bring up Stacy for her to give us her closing remarks and how she enjoyed the show today. Stacy.
Hi, everyone. First of all, Nadia, I just want to thank you again. It has really been an honor being on the show. It was very interesting, very informative. And my closing remarks is just to let everyone know that they can reach out to us at destinedtobefree.org. That's our website. We're also on Facebook and Instagram under Destined to Be Free. And as I said, we'll be doing our first fundraiser, which will be partnering with House of Ruth, and it's really to provide laundry detergent to the community and to the ladies that is in that shelter. And my experience with my sister's keeper, it has been amazing journey. I know it's a new company, new organization, but I want to really thank you, Nadia. You're doing such a phenomenal job promoting everybody's business, the organizations, and just doing things to bring publicity to us. So thank you again, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. You have a great evening as well, okay?
Thank you, and thank.
So, we have heard from the ladies of our phenomenal nonprofit organizations that are on the My Sisters Keeper page. And if everyone who is joining right now or looking at the live, I want to show these nonprofit organizations some love. So, if you all can just continuously press that love emoji at the bottom of our screen and show these organizations some love because they are doing some phenomenal things within the community for kids, for domestic violence, for everyone that needs help. They're out here helping us. So if you can all just show them some love and tap that love heart emoji at the bottom of the screen as many times as you can so that everyone can see the love that we share for each one of these nonprofit organizations. And we thank them so much for everything that they are doing within the community. I myself thank you all so much for the support throughout the years for my step toward awareness that I have with my cousin Alicia Natalie. This year has been, we've opened the doors for bringing awareness for my niece. Um, Trinity Lillian. Hopefully, you guys rocked your socks. And if you were not able to rock your socks this year, we have it again next year. So stay tuned for all the things that my niece Trinity Lillian is going to be doing as well through Step Toward Awareness. We are touching the lives of kids who has Down syndrome. She is teaching us there's an upside to Downs, and she provides us with knowing how to slow life down because things are in her timing. And we're learning that, okay, no, she's not going to walk today, but she may walk tomorrow, and that's in Trinity's timing. So we're teaching you the upside to downs. If you miss rock your socks, follow her page, Trinity Lillian, on Instagram to see all of her milestones that she is progressing so well. And of course, she's learning the word no right now. So we're dealing with, okay, it's cute, but we need to understand no. But on a day to day basis, she is teaching us just again to slow down, to love life, and to make sure that we appreciate one another. My closing remarks again is I want to thank you all so much for joining me this evening on the second My Sister's Keeper Candid Conversations. We worked out. It has just been a blessing for me to again be partnered with 20 phenomenal women that I provide network and marketing and branding for. So if you are a woman in business and you would like to get branding and marketing and get on the My Sister Keeper platform, as you can see, we work with some amazing ladies. Go on to my website, www.mysisterkeeper.biz, and schedule yourself a consultation with me, 1 hour free. And we're going to talk about how do we get your business to the next level, even at this time. As you realize, all the women that I work with has not slowed down because of what is going on right now. We are actually mashing the gas even harder because we know what we are doing and we are passionate about the jobs that we have, and this again the side hustle that we have. Some ladies, this is their job, is their side hustle. So we want to definitely support them. So if you would like to support one of the My Sisters Keepers ladies, again, go onto my website, check the directory, click on contact me under anyone's picture, and you will be able to be connected to them. I want to thank you all so much for joining the show this afternoon. Um, and again, I'm going to check the comments. Unfortunately, the program that I'm using doesn't show me too many comments, but I'm going to check the comments. I know you guys are listening and leaving your comments. Send any questions that you have for a nonprofit. Before I even forget, if you would like to start a nonprofit organization, if you have a passion for helping within your community and you want to start your own nonprofit, reach out to me as well. I can help you get started. And if you're like, oh, okay, Nadia, I can't really start a nonprofit right now, but I want to join a nonprofit. I want to join their committee. I want to join their board. I want to be a volunteer. Reach out to me as well so that I can connect you to the right nonprofit suitable for you to volunteer in. Because again, at the end of the day, each one of these nonprofit organizations needs our help, especially now, because they're going out within the community and they're helping without asking for, too much. So we want to make sure that we give them the resources that they need to be successful within the community. Okay, so leave your comments. If you're watching the show on the replay, go ahead and leave your comments still. I'm still going to check the comments. I appreciate you all so much on a day to day basis. Words can't even describe. And join me next Wednesday, same time, 8 p.m. The topic for next Wednesday is fashion, fitness, and we're going to make sure that you are fashionably well and financially well and healthy as well. So we have some amazing ladies that I work with again who's going to teach us about health and fashion and finance. So until next week, please make sure and share the video. And leave your comments. At the end of the day, we're going to do this together. Before I end, I always have to say thank you to anyone that's looking right now at this show who is on the front line, who is a doctor, who is a nurse, who is a police officer, a firefighter, anyone that's in the front lines right now. To all my listeners, give them some love as well. I want to see you guys pressing that heart emoji again till your fingers can't do it anymore, because we want to show love to those first responders, those nurses, those doctors. I mean, they are going through it right now, and I cannot thank them enough. Even your grocery store clerk, Anyone that's working a cash register, do me a favor. Once you go into that store and you see them, just say thank you. A lot of us are not really, counting our blessings and saying thank you enough. So when you go into those stores or you're going to talk to a nurse, a lot of my doctor's appointments are now virtually. And at the end of the day, I say thank you for everything that you're doing because you're making a difference. And that will make a difference in the day of one of our first responders. I have a special surprise that's coming up very soon with my Sister's Keeper. We're actually um, taking initiative to help our first responders. And all of my Sisters Keepers ladies, all 20 of us, are going to band together to help them. So look out for information from me that's coming soon about what the My Sisters Keepers ladies are going to be doing for our first responders and anyone that's in the front lines. So again, thank you so much for watching this show. I appreciate you all so much. And I would love to see you all back here again next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to join another edition of My Sister's Keeper Candid Conversations. I hope you all have a blessed evening. And again, keep pressing that heart emoji. I want to see the love. Tell me that you love the show. And at the end of the day, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Have a great day. Thank you so much.